Thanks to the support as a channel member, Simon. Oh, boys and girls, it is fair to say yesterday you absolutely smashed it, setting channel records left, right, and centre. We trended on YouTube, not once, but twice. Both of the first two episodes of this series made it into the top 50 trending for gaming on YouTube in the UK, which is insane. Not only that, but I also smashed my own record for views in a day. Previously, I'd never had more than 84,000 views in a day. Yesterday, 127,000. We didn't just smash it, we stuck another 50% on top of it. Just absolutely ridiculous support. The reaction to the first couple of episodes has been absolutely amazing. Thank you. Glad you're enjoying it. Please keep the likes and the comments and all that kind of stuff coming, because none of that stuff I just talked about would have been possible without your support. You don't get onto trending unless loads of people are liking the videos and commenting on the videos and sharing the videos and retweeting the videos. That's what makes that happen. So thank you for the support. Please keep it coming. And should we do episode 3? We've got a chance to make it through to the FA Cup first round proper, which would be lovely. Hello, welcome to part 3 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have a league game in the National League North away against Guiseley, and we also have the 4th qualifying round of the FA Cup at home against Notts County of the National League. So not only of the National League, but looking for promotion to the Football League. That is going to be a tough match. We left things off in the last episode saying that we needed to bring in more players. We definitely do need to bring in more players, because off the back of the last episode, we then lost 3 games on the bounce. I was panicking, and there's only one thing to do when you're panicking and your voice sounds like this. Bring in Sean Dyche's son. I think the main reason we were able to get him is because I remind him of his dad at the moment with the way my throat is. But Max Dyche is in. He's a centre-back at Northampton, on loan with us until the end of the season, and a massive upgrade on what we had at the back previously, not just because he's 18 years old and actually still quite mobile. So he's made a big difference for us at the back. He came in just before the end of August. I think that might have been his debut. I think he got a goal on his debut. And we have shored things up a little bit with him in the team. He's the only player who's come in addition to those 2 we had in the last episode. He's not costing us anything on that season-long loan, but we were then able to win back-to-back matches against Curzon, Ashton and Boston. We scraped through in the FA Cup second qualifying round against Slimbridge, thanks to a Joe Parker penalty, then lost back in the league to Hereford. But in our most recent match, got past Stalybridge in the third qualifying round of the FA Cup with a 2-1 win against them. So the league table looks like this. 7 games played. We're in 12th place. We're not doing too badly. Remember, we're relegation favourites this season, and we don't really have any kind of wiggle room when it comes to bringing players into the squad. So if we are just sat comfortably mid-table all season, I'll take that. Maybe a late push to the playoffs would be nice if we can muster up a run of form. But if we can finish mid-table this year, that'd be super. The board are happy that we're currently on track to avoid relegation. They're also happy that we've already made it through to our FA Cup target for the year, the 4th qualifying round. They're unhappy that I'm struggling with the wage budget. And actually, someone did make a suggestion yesterday that I'm not a rookie on this game. I know what I'm doing. I like to think I know what I'm doing. I've been playing this game for many years, but we've got all this scouting budget here. We can convert that to transfer budget, or as much as we can convert to transfer budget, and then use that to convert into wage budget. And all of a sudden, we're not over the wage budget anymore. Little bit of magic going on in the background there. So if we go back in on the club vision, we're now on course with everything. The board are happy with me, which is all I ever wanted in life. The board being happy. It also means we could potentially squeeze in another player. Although I think I probably still am looking more towards loans. So let's get into the first of the 2 matches. It is Guiseley up first, away from home in the league. We have been tweaking at the tactic as we go. The main tweak we've made is we've now got our fullbacks, both as normal fullbacks, on defend instructions. We're very much having this for just sit there. We don't want them pushing forward and getting involved in the attack. It goes against everything I stand for normally. I love a marauding, overlapping fullback, but we were just getting caught out too much. We lost 3 games in a row. We decided to sit them back and just defend. And the combination of doing that and bringing Dyche in we are now much more secure at the back than we were before. We've also got Callum Gittings, who's come into the midfield. At 35 years old, he's not exactly the kind of player I was hoping to build a midfield around. He didn't play very much last season, but at a 7.15 in his first 4 matches for us, he's kind of a crucial part of that midfield now. Our old man midfield that is going to need a little bit of an update at some point. So the team then for the guys of the game, we've got Weaver in goal, a back four of Edmondson, Lane, Dyche and Morrison, Edwards and Gittings in midfield, Turner and Parker out wide, and then Fowler and Mooney up front. It would be rather pleasant if we could pick up a result in this game just to give us that form going into the Notts County match. The Notts County match is without question the biggest match of the series so far. We know from non-league to legends past what a difference having an FA Cup run can have to a save, because not only do you get the confidence boost on the pitch that is an immediate impact that season on from the FA Cup run, which is a big thing, but probably more importantly, definitely more importantly, the financial rewards of an FA Cup run. Just getting through to the FA Cup first round is worth big money to us. And obviously, once you get there, you have the opportunity of getting a draw against a bigger club. And I know we've not got the Premier League lot in until round 3, and we're definitely not getting there. Looking at League One, some of the teams you could get in League One, the likes of Sunderland, Sheffield Wednesday, Ipswich, these are massive clubs compared to us. If we were to get a draw away from home against a team like that, then with the 50-50 revenue share that you get from the FA Cup, we'd be absolutely laughing if we could draw a team like that. Even Notts County is a significantly bigger team than us, which even if we lose, we should get some decent money from gate receipts, because I assume it's going to be a tie that certainly attracts the interest of our fans. So fingers crossed, a little bit of money pours into the coffers regardless of what happens against Notts County. We're under no illusions. We're probably losing against Notts County. They're in a promotion push, the league above us, and we're very much a mid-table team in this league. So we'd have to have a lot of stuff randomly go our way on the day. But they talk about the magic of the cup. So you never know. We might have a little bit of cup magic coming our way today, which we wouldn't be that upset about. That has been a very uneventful first half. Nothing at all happening. We're a mid-table team. We're happy just drawing our away games and grabbing the occasional set piece here and there. So we're not going to complain too much. If they're not going to come at us, we're not going to go at them. We're just going to kind of let things carry on as they are. Dyche at the back. First look at him in a highlight for you. Gittings playing it forward to Fowler, and now Parker trying to get past his man. I say try. He didn't try very hard, did he? He just kind of showed him the ball and said, look, I'm going to run past you if you don't take it off me. Do you want it? The guy took it off him. And now, oh, that's poor. I mean, it's a lovely finish, but our goalkeeper has just been turned inside out. They didn't know what was going on. Who's the defender? It's Dyche, I think, who lets the player have just that little bit too much space. In fact, it's not Dyche. It's Lane, who just never really closes him down properly. The goalkeeper gets caught in no man's land. He doesn't know if he's coming or going, and it's all too easy for the ball to just be dunked over his head. But we have a corner. Immediately, Dyche gets on the end of it, and it's cleared off the line by Geisley, and we've got another corner, I think. So we're going to take it from the other side. It's going to be a far post one this time, looking at where everybody's lined up, and this time nobody can get on the end of it, and Dyche just runs it out for a throw for Geisley. That felt like that might have been an opportunity for us, an immediate reply, and it was a big chance. Like I said, we're all about these set pieces. It's pretty much all we've got, and we kind of needed to score it there to keep ourselves in this game. But there is still plenty of time left. Fowler playing it back to Morrison, and Morrison now to Gittings, who we do need to keep an eye on Gittings and Edwards in midfield, because we are playing a quite high-intensity system. For the old boys in there, they're going to struggle a little bit with it, although they haven't really shown any signs of doing that so far. Mooney to Fowler. This has been some good football, although Fowler just gives the ball away. He was brought in to be our target man, to be the guy who holds the ball up. We do all that nice passing, and then he just gives the ball away by not being able to hold it up properly. He's not really delivering on what I signed him to do at the moment. I think he's been a pretty disappointing signing. Is that Kane Felix who's just come on for Geisley? Another non-league to legend veteran, previously of our Boston team way back when. I love the early stages of non-league to legend, because we could just get to, it is Kane Felix. We get to see so many of our players that we've had over the years, because obviously They build careers at this level. They're around at this level for years and years. And we get to just keep checking in on them every year. How are they doing? Kane Felix is at Guiseley. Now I know that. Right, our 2 strikers have been awful today. I'm going to take off Fowler and bring on Anderson, and we are going to make him a pressing forward, but we're actually going to make Mooney the pressing forward and push Anderson a little bit further forward. And then I guess energy in midfield from Joe Clark, who can come in there, chase around. I mean, he's another... We've got a lot of old players at this club. It's definitely something that we need to address. We can't do it quickly because of contracts and the fact that we're all under contract until the end of the season. But we really need to get to the point where every option in midfield isn't in their 30s, because it does make it different. I'd love to bring on a 19-year-old who can just come in there and run around a lot for the next 20 minutes just to tire out the Guiseley players who are already towards the end of the game and getting tired. But we can't, because we've got all these old men knocking around. Things are going to change here next season. I'm already planning to not renew very many of these 30-something contracts. I don't know how we've got ourselves into this position where the squad is nearly as old as I am, but it needs resolving. Right, Guiseley, ball over the top. We've been caught out there again. I am toying with the idea of dropping our defensive line back a little bit, because we do keep getting caught out like that. The only problem with dropping the defensive line, and the reason I haven't done it straight away, is because we're operating just this 2-man midfield, and they're going to... I don't really just want to leave them on their own. 2 old men in midfield. Really getting at them today, ain't I? But just the 2 of them in there. If we lower that defensive line, we're leaving a bigger gap between them and the defenders, and it's a gap that they're not really going to be energetic enough to fill, so I don't really want to do it. So we're going to learn to play this way. I mean, we've not been outclassed today. It's been a fairly even match. We had our chance to equalise. It was an individual error that led to them scoring in the first place. It's not that they've been all over us. It was one piece of poor positioning from our goalkeeper, and then a second piece of poor play from our goalkeeper, and we missed a chance at the other end. Yes, we have to watch the replay. I mean, Weaver has not covered himself in glory today, has he? Just push that anywhere. Push it around the post. It's the 87th minute of the game. You don't want to just be palming that back out in front of you when you know the defenders aren't there and they're not going to get to it. That was not a good result. Hopefully that was just a performance that was distracted by the fact they know they've got the FA Cup coming up, the big game against Notts County. They're distracted by that, and they'll be fine afterwards. That's what I'm hoping for. Right. Notts County. We want a sellout crowd. How big's our ground? Our ground is, press the wrong button, 2,300. We want a sellout at the new windmill. Well, not so much a sellout at the new windmill, more a washout. The match was postponed because the pitch is waterlogged, which means we now are in the hat for the first round draw. So we now get to see who we've potentially got as a prize if we make it past Notts County. We know there's some big clubs available for us at this level. This could be the motivator that we need. And of course, we also have the benefit now of it being under the sunlight. Sunlight's Gloucester have already taken the big tie away against Sunderland. That's the real money maker of this round. It's a shame to see that one's gone. There are still a few bigger clubs who can get a big attendance into. I mean, that would have been a nice one, Ipswich away, but no, that one's now gone as well. Who are the local rivals for Leamington? I guess Coventry would be the nearest club at their championship now, aren't they? So that's not on the table. Who would be a nice local tie that would really attract the interest? Not Darlington. I mean, that's pathetic. There's no point beating Notts County now, other than the fact if we do, there's the chance of a second round match because Darlington are at our level. Yeah, that's not quite the draw that we dreamed of. What we have done is we have brought in another player, though. You saw me shuffling the budgets around before. I used that budget shuffling to bring in another player on loan, Kieran Phillips. He is a striker, and I was talking about a midfielder. I just can't resist a striker. We need goals. We posed no goal threat in that last match, and there's been all too many occasions this season where we've just not really looked like we've got very much about us going forward. I know we've got 2 games there where we scored 3 goals, but we needed a striker. So a striker we now have. At least I don't have to go and get another one now. Kieran Phillips, 19 years old, on loan from Bristol Rovers till the end of the season. They did insist on us paying his wages, which is very upsetting. But I'm thinking with him and Fowler, we potentially have the big man, little man strike partnership that I've wanted all along and not been able to do because of what was already here. So we're a little bit closer to what I want. We do need to move some players on, but I don't think there's much chance of us being able to do that. So we are pretty much stuck now until we can move somebody on. The midfield will have to wait. But hopefully we can now play Notts County. So all we've done to the team for the Notts County game is shuffle the attack around a little bit to try and generate some more action going forward. The back four, the midfield, it's all the same. We don't really have a replacement for, so he gets to continue in the team despite his poor performance in that last game. Kelly Evans comes in on the right-hand side and Phillips comes in up front to partner Fowler. We want to see a lot from Kieran Phillips today. We have high hopes for him. We've put him on all of our set pieces. He can hit a corner. He can hit a free kick. He can take penalties. He can do it all. We are expecting big things from the youngster who's not fully fit. He's only 19 years old, has never scored a goal in professional football, but I have high hopes for him. He's our highest paid player at the club. We've kind of gone all in on him. Right, it's a corner for Notts County. Look how full the windmill is. Oh, I love a full windmill. Look at it. In fact, there's the attendance, 2,153. The ground is heaving. There's money in this. There's money here. Now we just need to beat them and go and do it all again against Darlington in the next round. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. They are a good side who are probably going to be back in the Football League next year. It's going to be a tough one, but it's the opportunity for some of these boys to step up and become heroes. The magic of the cup. We all know about the magic of the cup. Weaver's dominant in the air there. No doubt at all. There was never any question in my mind that he is our man in goal. I mean, look, he's got no idea what to do here because they've got three attackers just stood there in his way. He didn't know what... He's been told to distribute to centre-backs, and the centre-backs were all being marked by the Notts County attackers. He genuinely didn't look like he knew what to do. But he figured it out in the end. He got there. Gittings, ball over the top to Phillips. He knocks it down nicely to Fowler, and Fowler now plays Phillips in, and this is exactly what we wanted from this front too. And it's only gone and worked. Oh, my word. The ball forward, the interplay between the big man and the little man, the through ball, the pace. Oh, it's so nice to have some pace in the attack. What a difference one signing can make. And Kieran Phillips has announced himself onto the Leamington scene. That's probably how the locals would say it. Oh, my word. We're going to win the FA Cup. Our name's on the cup, boys and girls. Our front two are firing. Oh, we've fixed one part of the team. That bit, that's done now. We don't need to fiddle with that all year. Our front two is set. Those poor lads who've scored goals for us already this season, looking at Fowler thinking, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's just that the boss signed him. That's exactly what it is. He's the one I signed. I'm going to favour my boy. The ball forward again, and this time Phillips can't nip in ahead of the defender like he did before. But Kelly Evans is there to nod it down to Phillips. Phillips now, the one who's dropped slightly deeper, playing it forward to Fowler. Fowler holds it up nicely. Gittings playing it through to Fowler. Oh, I thought we were going to have a goal from each of them. Oh, my goodness. Corner. I'm having a lovely time. Gittings with the corner. It's cleared, and we do need to be aware that alive to not being caught on the counter-attack here. It's good tracking back from Edwards. I think I am getting a little bit too excited in this match. I'm pushing my voice a little bit too far. It really is the worst time of year for me to have got sick. If you are new to the channel, don't worry. I don't normally sound like this. I just got sick. I couldn't talk at all on Saturday, and I've still got a cough, and I still feel rotten. So I am fighting through to get these videos out. But hopefully within a day or two, you'll be able to hear my normal dulcet tones. Very much face for radio. Phillips through to Kelly Evans. Come on, let's have a beautiful cross onto the head of Fowler. It's Phillips. I tell you what, he's worth every penny. What a signing. Kieran Phillips makes an immediate impact. This is against a team pushing for promotion in the league above as well. Imagine how good he's going to be in the league. Oh, we're going up as champions. This game's easy. All you need to do is sign the right player. We did it. There he is. Football Manager 2022. Completed it, mate. Lovely stuff. Oh, 2-0 to Leamington. We're going into the first round of the FA Cup. Notts County are powerless to stop us. Have they got a Kelly Evans as well? Have we got the Kelly Evans brothers? They must be brothers. It's such an unusual surname. They've got Dion Kelly Evans at left back. We've got Devon Kelly Evans on the right wing. There's no chance they're not brothers, surely. They are brothers. I mean, it's just a coincidence, really, that I brought my one in. Is it Devon? He's come in today to play on the right wing. That's not deliberately to go against his brother. In fact, his brother's not a left back. He's at right back. They've just got this weird back five nonsense. But yeah, the Kelly Evanses reunited at last. How old's Dion? Dion's 25. They're both formerly of Coventry. Well, there you go. In that case, Devon Kelly Evans, got to make sure I pick the right one. He's going to have an even better game now. Now he's realised his brother's playing. He didn't know before either. Opposite sides of the pitch, he hadn't realised, but now he knows. I've pointed it out to him. That's an extra motivator for him now. Right, 25 minutes to go. Our midfield, as you would expect, starting to tire a little bit, as they often do. In fact, it is Kelly Evans who is the most tired, so he's going to have to come off. Parker can come on for him on that right-hand side. And then I think what we might do actually is take off Dan Turner as well, bring Mooney on. Mooney can then play on the left. We're going to make Parker an inside forward rather than an inverted winger, and Mooney can play on that right-hand side, which he's going to have to get used to doing. I know he was, up until moments ago, he was our main man up front. He's not anymore. He's going to be a substitute player, a player who comes on the wing or in one of the striker options and just kind of is there now. That's his role. Clark can come on in midfield. We've done that change a few times as well, but we're 2-0 up, 10 minutes to go. Surely, at this point, we are going to be getting ourselves through into that first round of the FA Cup and the ultimate prize of a trip to Darlington. Do they still play in that absurdly large ground? Or did they lose that? I don't remember the full Darlington history. I know they had a stupidly big ground at one point, like the biggest ground in non-league football ever. Michael Fowler's got a 3-0. This has been easy. But we're on our way up to playing a really stupidly oversized ground in front of almost no people. And then we could win that as well. We could be in the second round. Oh, think of the money. Think of the money if we get on a cup run. It's going to be glorious. This is a good goal as well. Mooney with the cross. Fowler, first time shot. Easy peasy. 3. I did not expect to beat Notts County 3-0, especially after how poor we were against Guiseley. What a turnaround that has been over the course of this episode. We're a one-man team, and I'm completely okay with it. Right, when do we play Darlington? That's going to have to be the next episode now. Yeah, Darlington will play there. We'll do either York or Blythe around it, but we are definitely going to be tracking this cup run. As it's looking like it's going to be a mid-table season in the year in the league, it's all about the cup run. How much money did we make? We made like 30 grand from that game. I think we were on like minus 35 beforehand, and now we've got another game to come. Oh, money, 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 money. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.